Oh, mon chéri, I am so très magnifique excited about today's video because today's video is all about pillow talk. But in reality, not about cheesy romantic pillow talk. We're actually talking about hot tub pillows like that one, which is kind of old and worn out, and I'm going to replace it. But I'm in Texas, it's summertime, it's about 100 degrees. I don't need to be wearing this, so hold on a minute. Whew, okay, that's a little better. Anyway, as I alluded to in my cheesy intro, and I don't even really know if I was doing a fake French accent. It sounded vaguely Latin, but I don't know. Anyway, what we're doing today is the pillows on my hot tub. As you can see, I really only have one left. My toddler loves to pull on them, and because they're old and the grooves are kind of worn out, she's managed to pull off 3 of the 4. And so I decided, rather than just try and keep putting them back on there, I was just going to get new ones and replace them. I've never done that before, but I thought maybe you might want to see how it's done. I'm going to figure it out along the way. So that's what we're doing in this video. Let's go ahead and dive in. So first, I kind of want to show you one of the old pillows. As you can see, it's kind of warped. It's not supposed to be that warped. And as you can also see, it's got holes on the backside, and then there are plugs that are, you can see, maybe you can see, let me show you a better angle, but there's plugs in the hot tub that insert into it that kind of go into these holes right there. Let me show you what that looks like so you can get a better understanding. So anyway, as I was saying, there are these plugs right here that fit into some pre-drilled holes in the hot tub shell, and then the holes on the back of these headrests, these pillows, just fit around there. And over time, as you can see, the headrests, the pillows can become warped. And then where these things these are threaded, and these are threaded, so they kind of screw into this. But over time, they can kind of get stripped out where they don't stay on very well anymore. And that's what's happened with mine. Every hot tub pillow could potentially be slightly different, but from what I've seen, most pillows on hot tubs fall into one of 3 categories. So your pillows on your hot tub, even if it's not a Master Spa hot tub like mine, could be very similar, in which case what we're going to do today is going to apply to your hot tub. Obviously, if your hot tub is brand new, then you're not going to need to know how to do this for a few years. But it is helpful to take these off from time to time and clean them. That will help extend the life. So even if you're not ready to fully replace yours yet, just knowing how to take them on and off can be helpful too. So let's keep going. So I mentioned how warped the old ones were. I just want to show you by comparison what a brand new one looks like. As you can see, it is maybe slightly arched, but not nearly as much as this old one here. My hot tub was here when I bought the house, but it's probably approaching 10 years old or so. So it's definitely time to change these. I've never cleaned it in the 1.5 years we've lived here, and I'm not sure that the previous owners ever did either. And like I mentioned, that does extend the lifespan. The brand new ones come with these pins already screwed into them. So as you can see, that's what it looks like on the back side of here. I've got to figure out how to take these out. Obviously, I don't care if these break, but I don't want to damage the shell. And I Googled for some information on how to do this and came up very, very short on content, either video or otherwise. So that's another reason why I thought this video might be helpful. But I'm going to use a flathead screwdriver to try and gently pry these out, because I don't need these anymore. I'm going to use these new ones that came with the new headrests. So we're going to start by trying to get these old pins out of there safely without damaging the acrylic shell. Let's do that now. So like I mentioned, I'm going to use a flathead. I'm going to kind of gently pry up. It seems like it's coming up fairly easily. Yes, just like that. And again, it looks just like that on the underside, exactly the same as what the new ones look like. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one out. Piece of cake, came right out. I'm going to toss those. I don't need those anymore. Like I said, the new headrest comes with them built in. I'm going to assume, there is some writing on the back here, so I'm going to assume that right side up is how this thing is going to go. The holes do line up. I'm just going to kind of gently press that one in. Gently press that one in. Perfect fit. It's nice and flush. It fits the shell perfectly, but it's not nearly as loose as the old ones were. So that was incredibly easy. Now I'm just going to do the other 4 real quick. Also, I did mention the importance of keeping these headrests clean. So even if you've got a newish hot tub, it's still important to learn how to take your pillows off safely, clean them, and put them back on. So since I do still have one of the old ones left, I'm going to show you how to do that a little bit later in the video. But for right now, I just want to quickly say my name's Jeff Campbell. The channel is Hot Tub Owner HQ. I also have my website, hottubownerhq.com. I'd love it if you gave me a thumbs up, hit the subscription button, and the bell notification button. But for now, let's keep going. I'm going to replace the rest of these, and then I'm going to show you how to take the old one off so you can clean it. I'm also going to explain how to clean it properly. Okay, so I mentioned the importance of cleaning your pillows on a somewhat regular basis just to keep them in good shape. After all, they are subjected to the chemicals you add to the water, but also the oils, people's hair and skin flaking and things like that. Because they're only partially submerged, they're not totally submerged, it is also possible to get mildew and things like that on there. So you're going to want to pull these off probably, you know, every few months is probably fine. I would just kind of give it a gentle pull. In an ideal world, the pins would come out with it, just like they did on this one. I wasn't sure if mine would because I know mine are a little bit stripped, but you can even see some of the kind of buildup around here. What you're going to want to do is just kind of clean it with, if you see any signs of like mildew or anything like that, you're going to want to clean it with a mix of mild detergent, maybe with a little bit of diluted bleach or mildew remover. Just kind of like gently scrub the entire thing. You're going to want, you know, also going to want to make, if there's any residual moisture in it, if it feels like it's full of water, definitely let it dry out. If it's super soaked for some reason, it shouldn't be. It's probably time to replace it. But for a more general cleaning, I like to use a product called 303 Protectant, which is the same thing that I use to clean my hot tub cover with. And I have another video about cleaning the cover. That one's definitely worth checking out if you want to see how that's done. I just show it step by step. Let me show you what the 303 Protectant looks like though. Here it is. You can buy it on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description below. This is great. It's kind of like Armor All, but I believe that it's a lot higher quality of product. But if you have Armor All at your house already, that's probably going to be just fine. But anyway, pop this off, clean it, and then just pop it back in the same way. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and put the new ones in. The last of the 4 new ones. Again, there's a little bit of writing on the back here. I'm just going to assume that right side up goes up to the top. These pins, I'm just going to kind of press gently into the openings on the hot tub and then kind of knock it in place. And that's it. Sturdy, in place, it's done. So I hope you saw how easy that was. That was incredibly easy. I'd never done it before. I did Google to see if I could find some information on it. I found very little, which is partially what made me want to make a video about it, just so you could see how it's done. But it's incredibly easy. Just use a Phillips flathead to pry off the little pins, if that's what you're left with. If you're taking off the whole thing, just kind of get your fingers under it, kind of work around it, and then just pop the whole thing off. I'll show you. This is the brand new one, but it popped off very, very easily. Now I'm just going to pop it back in the exact same way. It was incredibly easy to replace these. I do see replacement pillows on Amazon. However, I was able to go to my hot tub manufacturer's replacement parts website. Again, mine is a Master Spa. I was able to go to their website and find them much cheaper than what I saw on Amazon. So shop around, see where you can find yours the best. These were about 15 bucks a piece though, so not very much money considering they'll now last another 10 years or so. But for now, my name's Jeff Campbell. The channel's Hot Tub Owner HQ. I'll see you in the next video.